Quand tu vas au soleil, tu es rouge. Quand tu as froid, tu es bleu. Quand tu as peur, tu es vert. Quand tu es malade, tu es jaune. Quand tu mourras, tu seras gris. Alors, de nous deux, qui est l'homme de couleur? I have always known that I've wanted to be a teacher. I come from a family of teachers, so that is just something that I grew up surrounded by, seeing people in my family work as educators. And even when I was really little, that's sort of the game that I would play with like my dolls and my stuffed animals, is to set them up in my bedroom in a row and act like I was the teacher and I was going to teach them something.
Actually, when I was younger in high school, I was never the person who wanted to be in front of the class and present anything. I was very shy. And then I started to work in a study guidance. So I was helping high school students with their decision what to do after high school. Between my bachelor's and master's, I went to Thailand and was teaching in the Goethe Institute. I had so much fun. I was creating a conversation class on my own, so I created a whole new concept there, and I could also create everything on my own. And I always asked my students to give them the opportunity to tell me what they would like to learn. And I don't know, it was really, really nice, and based on the study guidance and the internship that I did in Bangkok, I decided, I would like to teach German.
If I was not a teacher, I really thought seriously for a while of becoming a lawyer. But I think that I have a really hard time with conflict. So I think that that is probably not a good career path for me. But more realistically, if I had to pick another career path, I think I would be a writer. I've loved reading always for my whole life, and I do really enjoy writing. So I think if I could pick, if time and money were of no consequence, I think I would be a writer. So I think technology is really helpful in terms of language when we need to accomplish really basic tasks. But what technology can't really replace is our ability to use language to form human relationships and relationships with one another, which I think is still really, really important. And it's something that is really valuable today. So when we talk about the fact that it's not necessary to learn a language anymore because of technology, I think you really have to think about what it means to speak a language and connect with other people.
Sure. Okay, so this is the activité sortie. So you're done with exams and it's summer vacation. You're going to invite your friends to an activity or an outing that you enjoy or like to do. And then the other students accept or refuse your friend's invitation. You can also offer different suggestions.
I also know that teaching is like bigger than myself. And again, that's kind of one of my goals always in creating personal bonds with students is knowing that they may forget French at some point down the line. They might forget what I taught them in terms of the language, but what I hope that they keep is knowing that I was somebody that they could trust, somebody that was trying to help them make progress in their own personal lives. So yeah, my goal is to make an impact. It's one of those things in teaching where you plant the seeds and you don't know when or if they're going to flourish at some point until the students come back to you years later and say like, wow, your class really had an impact on my life, or this thing that you said in this one particular lesson really stuck with me. And so that's what we aim for, I think, as teachers a lot of the time. Yeah, people forget that teachers are people too. Yeah.